What's up guys, welcome to Lore Gainz. My name is Alvin, here with your daily dose of Lorcana gains. So, today we have something a little different. We're going over DLC Bologna's deck lists. The first time I do this, so if you enjoyed it, let me know down in the comments. Having that said, let's get into our first list, Green Steel. So right off the bat, I see they split the Donald Duck 4-cost and the Jafar 2 and 2. Donald is great. Gets you to draw cards, gets your opponent to draw cards so that you can discard his cards. I do like the Prince John in this deck, which they're not playing. I've seen a lot of lists play it, but I don't know, they made it to top 16, so this worked perfectly. The other thing I noticed here is Tinkerbell's at 2. This is great for the mirror. It's also a Floodborn. Diablo's at 4, of course. And that's pretty much it. Ursula at 3, still good. They're running Sudden Show at 2. They're playing the Let the Storm Rage On at 4, Strength of Raging Fire at 4. So they have all the songs to shift into the Diablo, to sing with their characters, to double sing with the Ursula. And that is it, guys. Let's move on to our next deck list. Blue Steel. I like the Captain Hook. Able to play Captain Hook on 1, Smee on 2. Hook is a captain, so Smee doesn't take any damage. The Baboom's at 3 for the aggressive decks, to hit the Diablos, to hit the Flynn Riders. Baboom, they're playing the Mickey at 3, which I think is good because it ramps you into your Cogsworth, your Beast if necessary, and it's also a body. So if your opponent is playing King Undisputed or Tremaine's, Mickey Mouse can help you play around that. I do see the 2 beasts to get rid of the opposing Lucky Dimes, the Fishbone Quills. Tinkerbell at 4. Tinkerbell is absolutely necessary in this deck because you're running the Grab Your Swords at 3. Great offensive strategy. Cogsworth at 4, absolutely necessary. Standard Lucky Dime at 2. And yeah, great job, and shout out to Yarmo Timmerman for getting top 8. Let's go into our next deck, Ruby Amethyst. Right off the bat, I can see the spice, the Super Goof. Super Goof is great because you play Merlin Goat and you play Super Goof. So if you're at 16, that's basically game. And let's go up to the ratios. Madam Mim at 4. There's no brooms. Bog Followers, the Flynn Rider, the Sisu, the Brawl, which is necessary. Back to Madam Mim, I have seen some lists drop it down to 3 or 2. I don't really know if there's a big difference. I mean, this guy made it to top 4, so must be good. The Castle's at 4, standard. No Tremaines. King Undisputed does the same thing, and you can sing it, plus it's earlier, so awesome. Beat Prep at 4. This deck takes advantage of Beat Prep, in my opinion, the best. Even though Red Blue can play it earlier, this deck has the best timing on it, you know, with all its bounce characters. Takes full and best advantage of it. But that being said, let's go into our next one. We have Amber Steel, my personal favorite. It was so hard watching the finals of Amber Steel into Red Blue because it struggles so much into Red Blue. It put up such a good fight because this variant is very aggressive. I honestly think Flute does a little better into Red Blue and Ruby Amethyst matchups, but in the finals he did manage to get 1 game out of 3. The first game was extremely close, super close. If you guys haven't seen it, I definitely recommend you watch it. It was a very good game. This deck list, I don't know if it's exactly the same as Oyola's top 3 in Dallas Fort Worth, but he was running a similar deck with the Piglets, the Lawrence, Perdita. Under a good pilot, this deck does incredible, and we've seen it challenge after challenge. It's been making it into, you know, top 2, top 3, top 4. The Perdita is Mega Spice. It's not the greatest into red decks because of the Brawl, the Medusas, but being able to bring back a Piglet, a Smee, a Robin Hood, Golden Harp, Cinderella, small Cinderella, if you have the big Cinderella shift, perfect. I feel like Perdita does incredible into the steel matchup. It's a hard one to get rid of. The 6 willpower, quest for 2. I like it. I really like it. But that is it for this deck. Let's go into our winner, guys. Red Blue with the Mega Spice. There's a lot to talk about here. Let's start off with the ice blocks. Running ice block at 4. This in combination with the Sisu 3-drop, which they're running at 3, is incredible. The Brawl, the ice block, Sisu, big Sisu, there's so much synergy in this deck. The Gaston is to fend off early aggression. The Castles, the Scuttle combined with the Teeth and Ambitions is amazing. Such a great pairing. Scuttle being able to sing Teeth and Ambitions. You can take out pesky characters, pesky early game characters like the Diablo, the Cinderella. Don't mind the Fishbone at 3, especially if you're running Scuttle, which can find you a Fishbone Quill, the Queen, which can play the Fishbone Quill if it finds it in the top 4. The Let It Go, so this is a mega flex. He was playing one Let It Go, and it happened to be the Let It Go promo from the challenges. So that was a mega flex. Really cool to see. Maui at 3. There's a lot of removal in the deck already, so Maui is fine at 3. The B Prep, again, a lot of removal, so B Prep at 3 is fine. Maurice's Workshop was one of the MVPs. Being able to draw a card every time you play a popsicle or you play an item, all you do is pay 1 and draw. If you have 2 of these on board, you play a popsicle, you draw 3 cards. Crazy. The Sisu, honestly, the MVP. It puts in so much work. There's a lot of MVPs in this deck, but the Sisu puts in so much work, able to clear out a lot of characters, especially with the ice block on the field. Like Sisu goes in against green steel, amber steel. I really like the spice of this deck, and the win condition is the Tamatoa and the Lucky Dime. There's over 20 items in this deck, so that Tamatoa is going to be big and it's going to win you games. But I think we cleared everything. I did mention the Queen, being able to play your items like the Fishbone Quill, off the top expensive items like Maui's Fishhook, the Maurice's Workshop. The Queen can put in a lot of work and it can't be removed by, say, a Brawl. So if you drop it early, she's gonna go in. Her effect is gonna resolve. But having that said, guys, hope you enjoyed the content. I will catch you next time. Peace.